on in, ladies. Dr. Diana Lake here. Come on in, come on in. I'm gonna do a fitness tip for you all today. All right, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm the founder of this group. I'm Dr. Diana Lake. Hey, Barb, good to see you. How are you doing? I am Dr. Diana Lake. I am the creator of this group. I am an emergency medicine physician, a fitness and weight loss coach. I'm a coach to many of the women here in this group. And I'm also a menopause wellness expert and mom to 2 boys. Hi guys, hey Stephanie, hey Kanita, good to see you guys. Come on in, we're going to be talking about fitness tip number 14, right? So I'm in this process of doing 21 fitness tips. So this is fitness tip number 14. So I help busy professional women like you go from feeling drained, exhausted, overwhelmed, overweight, and I get you feeling fit, fierce, and fabulous. All right. So I will tell you guys about 2 things at the end of this talk, but there is one gift for a lot of the new members who are here. I posted earlier, a bunch of new people have joined the group. So if you're new to the group, and you haven't done the Fit Boss Mindset Mastery series yet, I'm going to put the link at the end of this talk so you can sign up for it. All right, they're mindset mastery talks to really get you in a fitness mindset. So you're motivated, you're consistent, and you're getting the work done. Okay, so the Fitness Mindset Mastery series, I'll put the link for you to get a free access to that. And then I'll also put a link if you're ready to do fitness coaching. I do run a 12-week and a 20-week fitness coaching program for weight loss, for mindset mastery, for self-care, for emotional wellness. It's a whole, program put together. So I'll talk about that at the end. But what we're going to talk about here, let's see, Kanita said, beautiful yellow as well. I learned so much from this group. Well, thank you. With this brown skin, this yellow looks fabulous, doesn't it? But thank you, girlie. Okay, so the talk for today is going to be, you cannot measurable data on. Okay, hang on 1 second. I just want to make sure my phone is charging. 1 second. Let's plug it in again. Okay, good. So you cannot make significant improvements on something you're not measuring. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about today, and I'll show you what I mean. So what I mean is, if you don't have measurable data, if you don't have anything that you're tracking for any particular area of your health and fitness, then basically you're just shooting in the dark, right? You're just shooting in the dark. So what do I mean by that? What type of things should you be measuring, right, on a regular basis? And I'll tell you a few of them. So say, for example, for a lot of people who are here, they're here either because they just want some health tips, they want some self-care tips, they want some tips on, healthy nutrition, weight management, things like that, right? Menopause wellness. Sometimes we talk about menopause as well. So whatever it is for you, that is your thing that you need support with when you join this group. How are you tracking it right now? How are you tracking it to know that you're moving in the right direction? The numbers are going to help you. Okay? So when I say you cannot improve something that you cannot measure, what I mean by that is if it's not at the forefront of your mind, you don't have measurable data, just like when we do SMART goals, right? The S in SMART goals is it needs to be specific. The M in SMART goals is it needs to be measurable, right? You need to have measurable data. So for example, the first one is your weight. You've got to measure it to know if it's going in the right direction. So how frequently are you doing it? Some people measure their weight every single day. Some people measure it once a month. Some people measure it never. Some people measure it multiple times a day in a fanatic kind of way. Some people measure it once a week, right? So with the women that I coach in my coaching program, typically we do it once a week. If you really feel you need to do it more than once a week, that's fine. Some people feel that doing it more than once a week actually helps them to change their behavior, right? For some people, if the weight starts creeping up, then they start to be more conscious about their meal plan and, what they're doing as far as their movement, what they're eating. They make, conscious changes because of that slight, rise. Now, keep in mind, the weight is going to fluctuate anyway. So there's always going to be ups and downs going on with it. But if you do at least once a week, you'll see a trend. You'll see, is it static? You'll see, is it trending down? You'll see if it's going up. So at least once a week, it's a good place to do for the weight. So that's one of the measurable goals that should be constant for you, that you're continuing to check, right? What else? Your measurements, right? Your measurements in the fitness coaching program, we check their measurements so we know, are they losing inches, right? You see me coming in the group here and telling you guys of the amazing work that the women in the coaching group are doing. Hey, Donna, and you hear me say, oh, this person lost 21 inches, or this person lost 9 inches off their waist, or 7 inches off their waist, right? You hear me say that, it's because we're taking that data. We're measuring as they're going through the program what they're losing, right? And if they're not losing, that's also information. Hey, Felicia, right? Because the thing is, a lot of people don't check the stuff because they're afraid to find out what it's going to say, right? They're afraid to see that they're going in the wrong direction, right? For a lot of people, they're not checking the weight or the measurements or not checking these data points because they're worried that it hasn't improved or it's going in the wrong direction, it's getting worse, and they don't want to hear it. They don't want to, they don't want to deal with it, right? They don't want to be faced with the truth of what it is. And to be honest, we got to face the truth. You got to know what it is. For the longest time, a few of my clients would not get on a scale. They didn't even want to know what it was, right? But knowing is information that you can now work with, right? If you know what it is, now you can do something about it. But if you're in the dark and you're just sort of in this, it's really, you're not aware, right? You're not in the awareness of what it is. How are you going to truly make the change? And if you make a change, how do you know that change is working? Because now you have nothing to compare it to. Do you see what I'm saying? Hey, ladies. So what you want to do is you want to have your baseline of whatever the measurable data is. So whether it's your weight, whether it's calorie burn, right? That's something we watch a lot in the coaching group. What are you doing with your calorie burn, right? When you first start on week 1, we see how much you're burning calorie-wise. Then the goal is to actually increase your calorie burn per minute, right? For the amount of time you're working out, you want to know what you're burning. You don't just go and work out in this, and then that's it. No, you're working out with a purpose. You're working out to hit a specific goal. Every single workout you do, you should have a goal. You should never just go out and just work out. What is the point? Are you working out to hit 200 calories burn? Are you working out to hit 300 calories? Are you working out to go 5 miles? Are you working out to go 30 minutes on the treadmill? Are you working out? What is the goal? There always has to be a goal when you do a workout. If you're not having a goal, then it's kind of like, you're just shooting in the dark again, right? So every single workout needs to be specific. And what is your goal? And then you want to start tracking it, right? Okay, how did I do last time? When I did the elliptical, I went 30 minutes. How many calories did I burn? Okay, I want to beat that the next time, right? You see what I'm saying? So when you have measurable data, then you can actually beat your previous score. That's why I'm always talking about personal records. I'm sure you guys heard me say personal. Who hasn't heard me say personal records? Right? I talk about personal records a lot. And I talk about it because that's how you transform. That's how you get better. It's by beating your old score, right? It's you against you, right? That's what that saying comes from. Thanks for the hearts and the thumbs, right? That's where that saying comes from. It's you against you. So when you hit a personal record, that means you beat your last best score, right? You've beaten your last best score, and now you have a new record for you. It may not seem impressive to somebody else, but hey, you did it, and that's your best. And guess what? That becomes where you start from now, and that's what you get to beat the next time. So the personal record, your calorie burn, hitting the calorie burn and going past that, right? Felicia says, you're such an inspiration. Well, thank you, right? So basically looking at your weight, looking at the measurements, having a frequency for your measurements, right? How frequently you're going to be doing them, looking at your calorie burn and beating your previous calorie burn from the last time, or making up other personal record goals that you're going to crush. right? All of those are data points that you can start tracking, right? What else? Macros, when it comes to your nutrition, right? That's a data point, knowing what your macros are. Every single person I'm working with have their customized macros. We even change them as we go along because their goals start to change, or their eating habits starts to change, or we see that they don't need to have as many calories intake as we thought in the beginning. They actually feel full with less because they're making better food choices. They're making choices of foods that have a lot more volume. And so they're eating healthier choices that are less calories. And so we change their macros, right? So that can happen. We just did that with Rabia, right? The other day. Hey, Danica, you know, we brought her calorie down, I think like 200 calories per day, because she's eating better food, right? She's making better food choices and she's full, and she doesn't have to have, you know, the extra 200 calories. She doesn't need it, right? But guess what? The fact that she's eating better food and doesn't need to have that many calories, right? Hey, Danica, love you, girl. Right? The fact that she doesn't need to have that many calories means when she actually does her workout and she has a greater output, right? A greater calorie burn, her results will be even better because now she's burning more and expending more energy than the calories she's taking in, right? So that's another measurable, data point. Your macros, how much are you taking in? How many grams of, love you too, girlie. How many grams of carbs? How many grams of carbs are you having per day? Do you know? You should know, right? How many grams of protein are you eating per day? How many grams of fat are you eating per day? How many grams of sugar, added sugar, is in what you're having per day, right? For the pre-diabetics, for the insulin resistant folks, right? You need to know all of this stuff. These are data points. So when I say that you cannot improve if you don't have these measurable data points, that's what I mean. If you're not tracking these things, it's I don't know what you're doing. All right? I don't know I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what other way to say it. So you want to have these data points. You want to have these things you're tracking to know that you're going in the right direction. Right? For my clients who are diabetics, who are on, medication, we check their A1C, right? Every 3 months they get their A1Cs checked because we want to know that the intervention we're doing is making a difference. Do you see what I'm saying? So think back to what you're doing, okay? What kind of measurable data are you using right now for your health and fitness? What are you using right now? The tools, some of the tools. So you want to have a digital scale, right? So that when you stand on it, it's either giving you your BMI, I use the Renpho one, the RENPHO, I think it is. That's the one I have. I've had it for several years. You get your BMI, you get your body fat percentage, you get your weight, you get, muscle mass. It gives you all this information, right? And it may not be the most accurate, maybe. I mean, it's off of Amazon. I think it's like $30 for the scale, right? But what I'm saying is it gives you a baseline. You can go to the gym and get the even more, fancy, calipers and all that stuff to get your body fat percentage. Like one of the gyms I used to go to, they do a 3D. You stand on this thing and it does a whole 3D, video of you and all of this. So there are more sophisticated ones. But all I'm saying is if you get a basic digital scale that gives you these basic information, you can trend it. You can see where you are now. And as you start to do the work, you can see those numbers start to fall. Right? You can see the BMI getting better. You can see your body fat percentage reducing. You can see your muscle mass going up, right? You can see all these trends. You can even do your measurements and put it in and get a graph. I'm visual. I like to see the numbers and I like to see the graphs, right? So you get all of that. So that's one of the tools you want to have. The other tool you want to have is a fitness tracker. All right, you see I have my Apple Watch on now, right? If you don't have an Apple Watch, you have a Garmin watch or a Samsung watch or a Fitbit or whatever it is, get something that's tracking either, your calorie burn per day, your number of steps per day, your calorie burn per workout, because now you can start tracking these things. How many calories are you burning for every 10 minutes of work when you work out? right? What else? Having a fit, like in the coaching group, we have this fit test grid, right? And we write on the fit test grid, we have a fit test, an endurance test that everyone in the coaching group, they get to do once a week, right? So if you want to create something like that for yourself, maybe it could be, you know, I'm going to do a 5K once a week, right? For some people, that may be something that's pretty feasible. I'm going to do a 5K run or a walk every week. That'll be my fit test. And now I start testing myself on how quickly can I get it done, right? Maybe 1 week you get it done, you know, a 5K is 3.1 miles. Maybe you get it done in 45 minutes. Then the next time you go do it again, you say, okay, I did it in 45 minutes. This time, let me see if I can get it in 43 minutes, right? And that becomes your personal fit test, right? Every time you do it, you want to beat your previous score. I'm back to the score thing again, right? So that could be your fit test you do on your own, right? Like I said, in the coaching group, we have our own, you know, fit test that's set up there, but you can create something for yourself. If you decide you want to do it on your own, you don't have to work with me to do this. You can create one, right? So those are some of the things. This is just a quick, you know, overview, right, of things you can start measuring to know that it's making a difference. Right? I'll recap. You want to check your weight. You want to check your measurements, right? Your measurements around the bust, around the belly button, around the hip, you know, like we have in the coaching group, we have our own set of measurements that we do, but you get to decide what you want to start measuring, right? So your measurements, your calorie burn, your macros, your personal record, those are all things you can start tracking. And then get the fitness tracker so that you can actually be able to see your scores and see your numbers. Get the digital scale, right? All these things. So those are the things I would say to start with. All right. We can go deeper, but this is just an overview I wanted to come and give you guys. So that's it. If you're not watching these data points and measuring them regularly and seeing the trend, then it's going to be very difficult for you to truly know how well you're doing in your whatever the transformation you're looking to create. All right. So if it's just maintaining the weight you're at, if it's losing weight, if it's adding muscle, because a lot of people come to me for different reasons. Some people actually come to me because they want to build muscles, right? The last person a couple of days ago on Saturday that I enrolled in the coaching program, she's in her mid-60s. She wants to build muscle. I said, yes, ma'am. We got you, right? She wants to build muscle, right? She's a dentist. She came in and she said, I want to build muscle, right? Yes, she wants to lose a little bit of weight, 15, 20 pounds, but her big thing is she wants to build muscle because at her age in menopause, we all know that when menopause, you know, you're going to have, you know, demineralization of your bones, right? You see how the older ladies get shorter, right? They get shorter because of that bone loss. Right? So she wants to improve her bone density. She wants to improve her muscle toning. And that's why she's coming to me for coaching. Right? So a lot of people come for different reasons. Some people come for nutrition. Right? The two people that I just finished the program, finished the 12-week program, I asked them, what was the biggest win for you? And, you know, Stacy was like, the nutrition. The nutrition. She travels a lot for work. And I'm an ER doc. I travel for work too. In the next couple of weeks, I'll be back on the road, going to West Virginia, you know, to do an assignment there, right? So I travel for work as well. So I know the nutrition piece is huge when you're traveling a lot, okay? So if that's you, if you know you've got specific needs, whether it's weight loss, whether it's menopause wellness, and looking for menopause relief for your menopausal symptoms, whether it's, you know, midlife weight gain, whether it's nutrition, whether it's mindset, you know, just getting your mindset in the right place so that you can actually be able to do this work and stick with it long term, right? Whatever your particular need is, all right, I'm going to put a link for you to make an appointment with me so we can talk about creating your top 3 fitness goals, right? The top 3 fitness goals that you want to work on over the next 3 to 5 months. We get to work on it. I get to show you how you can actually achieve it. I tell you about the coaching program. I tell you all of, you know, what you get with it. right? You get 8 to 12 coaching sessions with me. You get 6 to 10 additional sessions that are Q&A group sessions with the other ladies who are in the group. So you get the coaching, you get a fitness transformation course. Okay, you get the course, you get an accountability partner or partners. Sometimes I put you guys in a group. And you have a safe space where all of you are working on your health and fitness together and supporting each other. Several of the women who are in the coaching group are constantly posting in here. Dawn is posting here. Angelina is posting in here. Rabia is posting in here. So several of them are here and they're posting on a regular basis and they're doing well. So if this is what you want and it feels like a good fit for you, go ahead and book the appointment. I'm going to put the link, and I've got 4 spots available for this week for 4 sessions. Once those 4 spots are booked, we're not going to be taking any more sessions for this week. Okay. So if you're ready to have that talk with me, you're going to book one of those 4 sessions. Okay. The second thing I'm going to put in the chat is the Mindset Mastery series. We did it several months ago. If you have not listened to the Mindset Mastery series, I'm putting the link for that. It's on demand. You can watch it and listen to the Mindset Mastery series and get all the tips for really getting your mindset in the right place for setting your fitness goals, for setting your nutrition goals, for setting your, whatever it is that you want to do around health and fitness. It first starts with your thoughts. It first starts with your mind. It first starts with how you think of yourself. It first starts with, who you believe you to be, right? And who do you want to create? Who do you want to become? All of that is all mindset work. And if you're having negative self-talk going on and you're saying, oh, I'm too old, or it's not going to work for me, or I've tried everything, and all that kind of talk, then it's not going to work for you because that's where you're living, right? So this Mindset Mastery series is going to help you get out of that. It's going to help you get out of your own way, help you get out of your head, and help you start seeing the powerful, beautiful, gorgeous woman that you are, right? And get you into a place where you can actually start doing the work and keep the changes and continue to do the work basically for the rest of your life. Once you get these mindset shifts and it clicks and it happens for you, it's a game changer. Now you have what it takes to move forward and make the changes and let them actually be permanent changes that stick. And even if they don't stick, like you fall off, you know how to come back up, like get back on track, right? So that's what these 2 things are going to do for you, okay? I'm going to put the link for the Mindset Mastery series. Sign up for it. If you haven't done it yet, sign up for it. And then I'm going to put the link for the 4 spots that are available for you to book a session with me today. I mean, not today, but this week. Okay. Even if this week is full and you have an opening for next week, you can book next week as well. Hey, Rose, good to see you. All right. Let's see. Donna said, thanks for this great information. You're welcome. So that's it, guys. I'm done. I actually have to teach a live workout at 7:30 in about 15 minutes. In the coaching group, so I'm going to get ready for that now. But I just wanted to come in and just give you guys some tips on how to improve your health and fitness by actually tracking certain things. And we talked about it already. So catch the replay if you're just coming on now. And please put replay so it'll bring it back to the top of the feed so other people can see it, okay? Again, I'm Dr. Diana Lake. I'm the creator of this group. I'm an emergency medicine physician, fitness and weight loss coach, and menopause wellness expert. And I help you, busy women, busy professional women, busy stay-at-home moms, go from feeling drained, exhausted, overwhelmed to fit, fierce, and fabulous. All right, love you guys. Have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye.